What's up, y'all, and thanks for tuning back in. It's Jazz. Go ahead and hit subscribe for me if you haven't already. I don't like to waste too much time on introductions. I'm gonna say one thing first though. If you guys have any reactions you want me to react to, any videos, music videos, whatever, any type of content, drop them in the comments. I'll shout you out in the video. Yeah, without further ado, we're just gonna get into the video. I need to stop acting. Oh God. Oh my. I didn't watch this video yet. I just seen it pop up, so I was like, you know, why not? Let's see what Dax got going on. I haven't really seen what Dax has made since he made that Grinch song like 2 years ago, 3-4 years ago, man. I don't know, but it was really good. Whatever Christmas song he made that had like the Grinch in it or something like that, that was good. But I haven't checked in with him. I haven't checked in with him in a while, so I was like, this looks interesting. You know, he's a very versatile guy, so yeah, Dax is like out there to me, so I was like, let's check him out. I think the song is called Eternity. So let's see. Yeah, this is called Eternity. So let's start from the top, see what Dax got going on. Y'all go ahead and like this video and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. Give me some comments. Like, damn, y'all scared to talk to me?
And when you really examine the concept of eternity, one will find that there is no end. Life after death is a concept humans still don't understand.
How long is eternity?
Okay.
I don't understand. Some say forever, but if it's forever, then when does it come to an end? It's more than a concept.
Hold on, Dax, he's about to go deep. Okay, so let me get mentally prepared, because like we're talking about eternity, and he's going in depth about eternity, because they started the video out with humans still don't understand anything after, or the concept of eternity, life after death. So he's starting out already in the nursery, and I feel like this is finna go through a long process of like life, what goes on in life, afterlife, all the things that, yeah, this is gonna be a deep one. So yeah, because that was like a deep intro. That was a deep intro. We're about to get real philosophical right now. So all my people, come on, y'all, let's get into it. I'm gonna run him back. He's starting out in space, like he must have been thinking.
And when you really examine the concept of eternity, one will find that there is no end. Life after death is a concept humans still don't understand.
True.
How long is eternity? I don't understand. Some say forever, but if it's forever, then when does it come to an end? It's more than a concept, an infinite time that we spend. It confirms that our lives here on earth are a blip of existence and don't make a dent. As we get older, it creeps in our mind, the thought of the end and beginning of time. The life that we thought that we lived doesn't matter, approaching the thought that someday we all die. I get confused when I look in the sky. What is this water hitting my eyes? Maybe the rain is the pain.
Hold on. I don't even know if y'all... Ooh, hold on. Okay, maybe that's just me being philosophical right now, because I see he finna talk about the rain or something, because I got the captions up here. But he said, I look up to the sky and what is this water hitting my eyes? See, I just feel like that could have been deeper, way deeper than what he was aiming for. But that's just me and my mind running. I don't even want to get that deep. I just feel like this is a deep song though. but I was finna take it a whole another route. But have y'all ever looked up at the sky? Cause come on now, stay with me. But have y'all ever looked up at the sky like through the telescope at night, and you looked up at the stars, right? When I was little, I had a telescope, and I would look up at the stars and try to focus in on one of them, and it looks like it's just sitting in water. Like And I know that shit sounded crazy to me for a long time until I looked it up. But it's actually a word for that. Like, and some examples like of how stars can be in water. I'm drifting so far away. I'm drifting so far away right now. But y'all look up like star in a jar or something like that. It's like star in a jar. And when you look up though, when you look into the stars, it looks like it's sitting in water. It really does. It looks like it's sitting in water. And I only said this because he said when I look to the sky, the water is hitting my eyes. So it made me think about looking up to the sky and it's water up there. Because when you look at it through a telescope, I know I'm so far, I'm down a rabbit hole already. Like, I'm going to bring it back. When you look up to the sky, when you look up to the sky, the stars literally look like they're sitting in water, like twinkling in water. Come on, the firmament, like, anyway, we're not going to go down a rabbit hole. We're going to pull it back. But have y'all seen, but I'm going to say that one more thing. When it says the firmament, did y'all catch that? Did anybody pay attention in Bible study when it said the firmament separating water from water? And then when I seen that, and then I don't know if I was putting two and two together, starting to get on to something, or shit just started getting real weird. Cause I didn't say it. Hell, it was in the Bible. It says we're going to separate water from water. So I thought he was finna go that route. Anyways, that's my TED Talk.
The beginning of time, the life that we thought that we lived doesn't matter, approaching the thought that someday we all die. I get confused when I look in the sky. What is this water hitting my eyes? Maybe the rain is the pain and shame that hits earth when God cries. As we get older, we don't care what we did. It's not the things we receive, but the things we give. We try to go back to the time we were kids. Shoes no longer fit, and then we finally realize that everyone dies, but not everyone lives. So I'm taking a chance. I'm living my life in the moment and not in a future that's not in my hands. I'm giving my time to the people who love me for everything that I am. I'm living my life in reality, not for a post that they'll tap when they open the gram. I'm doing.
Okay. So this song is about really living life in the moment, like, because he was in his cap and gown, like, what does this even matter? Like, all that stuff seems so important in the moment. Like, it is important, but then when you think about it, like, what life really is, this man going deep, right? What life really is, you just like, yeah, it's more about being kind and loving one another and all of that. Like, even though it sounds so cliche and we've heard that a million times, like, it really is what it is. Like, all this other shit really ain't important. Like, we spent 12 years to get a fucking piece of paper that really ain't helping us none. Anyway, like, that shit, like, it really matters how kind you are to people. And after a while, I feel like it does resonate more. After a while, like he said, as you grow, you start to resonate. Like, yeah, this stuff actually does matter. Like, it always has mattered, but you start to feel like the impact of how much it truly matters the more and more you grow older. Because you're like, man, I feel like a lot of people, I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like I start to just care less and less and less about materialistic things. And like he was saying, somebody liking your post on Instagram, you start to care so much less. Like, the shit really ain't important. It's just something you do. Like, if you're an influencer, for example, if you're growing a YouTube page, like, if you're doing it for, a lot of people do this for different type of reasons. Some people do it for likes. Some people do it for because they want to reach an audience. They want to share the awareness. They want to be an advocate. They want to influence others. So, like, it's all type of reasons. But sometimes a lot of this shit it is real, like, a lot of things in life, I think, go over our heads of, like, the important things. A lot of people skip the important things. Family time, actually just sitting down, enjoying people's company. That's becoming a rare thing. Like, sometimes I'm like, damn, when the last time I seen my cousin from back in the day? Like, then you just kind of lose touch with everything and everybody, because life kind of is just, it moves so quick.
Whatever it takes, I'm not gonna dwell on my past mistakes. I'm bridging the gap between my dreams and what I see while I'm awake. They say leave it up to fate. Well, fate favors those who take. Cause if eternity's forever and all this is temporary, why wait? Humanity's lost. We obsess the price of material things, but at what cost? And then treat time like currency and spend it for applause because we think that life is just a game we can turn on and off. We build, we break, renew, replace. We 9 to 5 and count the days for 40 years till...
Boy, that's what I was just talking about. He said we 9 to 5 and count the days for 40 years till 65. God, that just sounds exhausting. That just sounds exhausting just thinking about it. Like, cause bro, this real life. This is real life. And although like a lot of people, I feel like even Dax, we recognize it, but it's like, at the same time, it's like, oh, well, I still got to go to work tomorrow. It's like, even though we see the awareness of it and we realize that it's 40 years until you retire, it's still like, man, everybody still got to get up and go to work the next day. But it does show you like, okay, at least in the meantime, I can be more kind. I can be more loving. Like, I can really reach out to people who need me. Like, I can make myself useful wherever I can with other people. So it does shed awareness on that. But I still think in the same sense, like for the bigger picture, even bigger than that, like that's big. But I'm like, even bigger than that as a whole, it's like, okay, what do we do to kind of break the cycle? And I'm like, that's something people have been talking about for a long time. What do we do as a whole to break the cycle of this constant 9 to 5? This guy's stressed the hell out. But what's crazy is this is your normal person down the street right now. Working. Dad trying to feed his family, stressed out. Like, you know, that's like a lot mentally to maintain the money, maintain the house, maintain the bills. And then at the same time, it's like you want to focus your energy on other things other than work. Like you want to be a loving person in society, right? You want to do all these other things, but it's like, how can we actually just take our life and live? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, honestly, each person can up and move to Thailand or Bali or something like that. But, you know, I'm like, that's just more, that's me thinking on a more like individual scale. Like, I guess for the whole world, what do we do for the whole world? Everybody just have to pick that one day and just like, we ain't gonna work no more. Ain't gonna be no 9 to 5, and we ain't doing this shit no more. I don't know. That's gonna be a time that's very, very far from now. And a lot is gonna have to happen to get to that point where everybody said, fuck it. Hey, we done. We not working. We not doing this. Wait until retirement to, yeah.
65 that live off what our pension pays. We fall in line as mental slaves. Our bodies work, our minds are caged. And that's why people say the richest place you'll find is at the graves, full of hopes and dreams that people never chased, full of feelings that we felt but never got to say. All the thoughts inside our heads that we kept stored and locked away. As our age increased and we got old and everything decayed, and when we finally realized that our whole lives was not a game, and that time was a commodity that we could not regain, and that we were in control and there was no one else to blame, is the day
Oh, damn.
that we change. It's eternity, no way.
Okay, so apparently, like, the doctor just said, I'm sorry, and pointed at the man's brain. And that's the second, like, he realized, like, oh, there's more important, there's things what the fuck, bro? There are things that are more, goddamn, I'm still fucking. That's the moment he realized there are things that are more important than work. Like, God had to push that up out of there. But I'm like, why does it have to come? It's like always has to come down to somebody's health or or like a drastic downfall for people to realize like, oh wow, I've spent so much time working. You know, I feel like people need to come to this realization before something devastating happens, before you find out you have a brain tumor or something, you know, and be like, you know, yeah, I do need to spend more time with my family. I do need to do all these things. But it's like, you know, I guess nobody honestly cares because, like I said, like it's this weird cycle we're in. It's this weird cycle where I don't feel like people feel like they can't even think about it for too long. Like, yeah, I want to visit my family, but, you know, work tomorrow and rent's due on the 1st. So, like, yeah, like, that's a hustle. It's a hustle out here. And it's like, yeah, you do kind of get caught up in that, in the mixture of this crazy ass system. Like, that's not, like, no excuse for, you know, everybody can make time for the important things. But I feel like, yeah, it definitely does take a toll, man. Life definitely takes a toll on everybody with this cycle. It's a lot of things we all feel like, even myself, like I'm speaking, but I'm speaking for myself also. Like, it's a lot of things I like to do, but, you know, a lot of things, the system, and that's not me blaming the system, but I am blaming the system, like, in some sense. Like, it's a lot of things that do get in the way, honestly. Everybody got to keep this flow. Like, America is grind. This shit don't never stop in America. And we all know that. So, you know. But I can't say at the same time, there are times where I can stop and, you know, take those times for me, mental health, body, mind, spirit, soul, family, reach all of those other, you know, topics. But damn, Dax is going deep. I didn't know he was finna take us to a whole class.
Eternity, no way. It's eternity, no end. Eternity, no way. It's eternity, no way. It's eternity, no way. It's eternity, no way.
That's what's weird too. When does this shit end? When does all of this
What are you
end?
doing with your time? What is your definition of happiness? Are you giving more than you're taking? And finally, if it were to all end right now, what are you holding on to that you need to let the world see?
I'm gonna write those questions down. I feel like those are good questions. I'm gonna write those in the description. Those are good questions. And what's crazy, I think everybody knows the answer to these, but it's like, are you actively doing them? You know, he was like, what's one thing you would give to the world right now? Like, if you were to lose it all right now, what's one thing you would want the world to see? And everybody has those things. You're like, oh, well, I want to do this. I want to dabble in this. I want to do this. Like, but then it's like, are you actively going through those things every day? And sometimes I think it's because a lot of people feel like they do have eternity, but it's like, bro, not all of us have eternity. Not all of us have 15 years. Not all of us even have 30 years. Not all of us have 80 years. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, that is true. It's like, it's something to think about, though, more so than just kind of play around with. It's like, what are you actively doing, too? Because that's my thing. I think I told y'all that in one of my angel numbers video that I wanted to be more active in all the different genres that I think about. I want to do more action and executing than just dabbling in my thoughts of what I want to do, what I plan to do, and it's not just that. Like, I want to say, this is what I'm going to do, and here's how it got done. You know what I'm saying? So that was more so one of my things for the new year. So I was like, I want to write these down because I felt like those were good questions. It was a good video. So I'm going to write these in the descriptions. Maybe if y'all want to share your answers to this, feel free. I will share some of mine. Let me know if y'all like that. I'll do some more from Dax if y'all like that. If y'all have any other suggestions, reactions, any other content, like I said, that you want me to react to, drop them in the comments. I'll shout you out in the next video. Thank you guys for watching.